Today, I'm going to show you how to pick the right blanks for the right project. Whether you're a clothing brand, a screen printing shop, a construction company, or an event that just orders t-shirts. And well, we're just going to say these are my top 9 most selling t-shirts. Because they're not the best selling, but they're most selling. Just the most selling. We're going to keep it at the most selling t-shirts. They sell the most. That's it. Correction, I sell them the most. And I broke it down into 4 categories. Price, quality, the feel of the garment, and how to pick the right garment for the right project. And just for this video, so we all could be in the same page, garments, blanks, and t-shirts all equal t-shirts. They all mean t-shirts. And I work by myself, so I like to keep everything so simple. So whenever I talk to a customer, I have these 3 categories. My standard t-shirts, my premium t-shirts, and my high-end t-shirts. And from there, I kind of guide them to show them how to pick the right garments for the right projects. Of course, they're not the only t-shirts that I work with, but like I said, I like to keep everything so simple because it gets confusing. There's over 1,000 brands out there. Alright, so we're going to start with the standard t-shirts, and these are the most affordable t-shirts on the list. We're going to start with the Gildan G500, and I believe this is the most selling t-shirt in the whole industry, in the market, because it's very affordable, plus it's always available. Like literally every wholesale shop has these t-shirts on stock, like all the time. It sells for like $2.50 to like $4. And it's 100% cotton, so whenever you do go wash it, it does shrink a bit. I think the beauty of this t-shirt is that it has over 70 plus colors to work with. It weighs around 5.3 ounces. It has a heavy, rough feel. Overall, it's a regular, classic, basic t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt is the most selling t-shirt out there, but it's also the most hated because it's cheap. But it works great for anybody that wants to start a clothing brand with a low budget. It's also good for one-day events, such as holidays, birthday parties, funerals, and many more. It's really easy to work with, it's really easy to start something, and you can use that type of t-shirt to practice your craft because it's affordable. Now, our second standard t-shirt, it's also Gildan, but it's a Gildan Softstyle 6400. And it sells between $3.20 to $4. It's 100% ring spun cotton, and it weighs around 4.5 ounces. So it has a very light, soft feel. It has over 60 plus colors to work with. So to me, that's pretty awesome. And overall, it has like a classic fit. It's a classic modern fit. It's a couple more cents more expensive than the G500, but in my humble opinion, it feels better. And it works great with like churches, schools, marathons, because it's very light and affordable. And they also work great for seniors because they have a very nice relaxed fit. You don't want your grandpa or your grandma walking around with a big old heavyweight shirt. No, you want them to be movable and flexible, and you want them to feel comfortable. So yes, highly recommend this for seniors as well. It has a tighter feel on the sleeves, and it's 100% ring spun cotton. So if you tumble dry it all the way, it will shrink a bit. Not as much as a G500, but it still will shrink. And my third standard t-shirt, it's also a Gildan, but it's a Gildan Dryblend 800. It sells between $3 and $5. And it's a 50% cotton and 50% polyester, and it weighs around 5.5 ounces. It has over 40 plus colors to pick from, and it has like a heavy kind of rough feel. And since it has polyester in it, it doesn't shrink as much as the other one. It's very similar to the G500, but this one's a dry blend, which helps you kind of transfer the sweat to the outside of the t-shirt, leaving you nice and cool. It's just a classic fit t-shirt that I use the most for my construction companies because they sweat a lot, they get dirty a lot, and they beat up their t-shirts a lot. So it's a really affordable t-shirt that's super easy to replace. I also use it for like restaurants, moving companies, landscaping companies, and a lot of other jobs that are active that make you sweat. And since a lot of those companies have to wear that t-shirt at least once a week, that means that they're washing that t-shirt once a week. So that means they're washing that t-shirt a lot. So since it has polyester, it doesn't shrink as much. It doesn't lose its size as much. So that's why I recommend this t-shirt for like my active job people that have to wear it every day, if that makes any sense. And before we continue with the video, make sure to hit that like button because it helps our channel grow. And keep watching all the way to the end because I'm going to tell you guys where I get my t-shirts. Now, we're going to start with our premium t-shirts. And I consider these t-shirts premium because they're $2 to $3 more expensive than the standard ones. The first one is Next Level 3600. And this one is honestly my favorite one. It sells between $4.50 to $5.50. It's 100% ring spun cotton, and it weighs around 4.3 ounces. It has like over 30 plus colors to work with. It's a fitted t-shirt, so it's kind of tight on the sleeves, on the chest, and loose on the belly. It sells from extra small all the way to 6X. And like I said, it has a fitted feel, so if you don't like your t-shirts tight, I will always recommend to go size up. These t-shirts are for men only, but I use them as unisex, and I haven't had no complaints, so I know they're working well. They're soft, fitted, and very comfortable. And the colors of the t-shirts are very vibrant, so that's why they're one of my favorite t-shirts. It's a pretty perfect t-shirt for athletes, in my humble opinion. I use it a lot for clothing brands, gym clothing brands, soccer teams, basketball teams, volleyball teams, oh, and I could keep going. It's a premium shirt that's very affordable. And of course, I just don't use it for athletes. A lot of people actually request this t-shirt, like barbershop, churches. I do a lot of stuff for the police department. A lot of clothing brands that want to have a relaxed fit, you know, classic style clothing brands, and many more. But it's 100% ring spun cotton, so it does shrink a bit. Not as much as the standard ones, but it still shrinks. And our second premium t-shirt is Bella's Canvas 3001 CBC, and it's a very popular one. It sells between $5 and $6. It's a 52% ring spun cotton and 48% polyester. And it weighs 4.2 ounces, so it's a very light t-shirt. It has over 80 plus colors to work with, and the sizes run from extra small all the way to 3X. It doesn't have a solid color look because it's a blend. It has more like a heatherish look. And the reason why I like this t-shirt is because after you wash it, it still holds its size, so it doesn't shrink much. And it's a fitted t-shirt, so it's perfect for my gym brands. But since it's a popular t-shirt, a lot of other brands actually work with it as well. Vintage brands, classic brands, fashion brands. A lot of women that have clothing brands, they work with it because it has a nice, soft, elegant look that's kind of fitted, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. Now my third premium t-shirt is our Gildan Hammer. And I just barely started using this brand for my clothing brand. It sells between $4 and $5. It's 100% heavy ring spun cotton, and it weighs around 6 ounces. It has 20 plus colors to work with, and the sizes go from small all the way to 4X. And even though this t-shirt is 100% ring spun cotton, it doesn't shrink like the rest of them. It still shrinks, but not like the rest. I guess because the quality is a little bit better. It has a classic fit that's true to size. It feels heavy, but it also feels really soft. And I recommend this type of t-shirt for a lot of streetwear brands, anime brands, because it has a nice relaxed feel. Overall, it's a great quality t-shirt at a great price. And before we move to our next category, the high-end t-shirts, let me give you 2 small tips. First tip, all my standard t-shirts and my premium t-shirts have a tearaway tag that you can rip off, so you can put your own custom tag in there. Second tip, I want you guys to understand that all cotton t-shirts will shrink a bit, depending on the quality. Sometimes the higher quality t-shirts shrink a little bit less than the lower quality t-shirts. Also, even though it has 100% cotton, but it's pre-shrunk, it won't shrink. It won't shrink when you wash them because they are already pre-shrunk, if that makes any sense. Because cotton usually gets stretched out, but when it gets wet or it reaches a hot temperature, it usually goes back to its regular form. That's when it shrinks. Now, we're gonna start with our high-end t-shirts. And I consider them high-end because the brands that we're working with are pretty famous. Plus, they're pricey. The first one is gonna be a Champions Heritage jersey. T105. And just because of the t-shirt's brand name is Champions, it gives it more value. It sells between $7 and $8. It's 100% cotton. It weighs around 7 ounces. It has like a heavy, oversized feel. The bad part about this t-shirt is that it only has 8 colors to work with. Plus, you can't 100% customize it to be yours because it already comes branded with the neck tag, and it has like a little logo tag here on the side as well. Overall, it's a high quality t-shirt though. This type of blank is perfect for like streetwear brands, skateboarder brands, hip hop brands. I work with a lot of rappers, and a lot of them like them big old huge prints. So this is like perfect for them jumbo big old size prints, you know, on the t-shirts, because it has a nice heavyweight baggy feel, if that makes sense. Now, if you tumble dry that t-shirt all the way, it will shrink a bit, but it won't shrink as much as the standard t-shirts. Our second high-end t-shirt, it's Comfort Colors 1717. And I'm gonna be honest, this is probably like my second most favorite t-shirt out of all of them. It sells between $6.50 to $7.50. It's 100% ring spot cotton. It weighs around 6.1 ounces. It has over 70 plus colors to work with, and it's already pre-shrunk, so you can wash it as many times as you want and it won't lose its size. It's heavy, but it's also soft. Overall, it's like a relaxed fit t-shirt. And I'll be very honest, I believe that this is one of the best t-shirts out there because it fits pretty much anywhere. Streetwear brands, gym brands, fashion brands, classic brands, and I could keep going. And the last blank on the list is Adidas A376. And just by saying the name of the brand, it gives it a huge value. Plus, it's the most expensive t-shirt on the list. It sells between $13 and $15. It's 100% polyester. It weighs around 6.1 ounces. And it only has 11 colors to work with. It has a very relaxed fitted style. Overall, it's an athletic t-shirt. Plus, since it's 100% polyester, it doesn't shrink at all. It's a great t-shirt to go for runs, to work out. It's an athlete t-shirt for soccer clubs, basketball clubs. It has like a jersey feel. Overall, it's like a sporty t-shirt. But I'll be straightforward. This type of t-shirt gets ordered mostly by high-end clubs because they got the funds to afford that type of t-shirt. And like I promised, I get all my t-shirts from S&S Activewear. Now, you're gonna need a wholesale license to order from them. So whenever you register your business, you're gonna need to register it to the city. And the city is gonna give you a tax ID number. With the tax ID number, you go and you register in S&S Activewear. Anyways, guys, if there's any t-shirt in here that you've seen that you want me to go more into details with it, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Have a beautiful day, and God bless you all. Class dismissed. We'll be back next week.